kindergartners! Welcome back to Math with Miss Hulsart. Today, we are going to play a tricky game, and it's about comparing. So that's why yesterday we watched our videos about more and fewer and equal, because today we are going to put that learning to work. Let's take a look. Friends, the game we're going to play today is called Double Compare. And it's going to ask us to use those words we practiced yesterday, more or fewer. So here's how it works. First, you flip two cards and they go to player 1. Player 1 is in green. Now you see player 2 is blank. So next, I'm going to flip two more cards and give them to player 2. Now, the directions say decide whose cards have the larger total. Our total is our sum, so add it all up. So this is going to give us really good practice taking our bigger number and counting on. So Miss Hulsart is going to zoom in just to player 1. What's this number? 9. Very good. So we want to do 9 plus 4. I already know this is 9. What comes after 9? 10. Very good. So I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So how many points does how many counters does player 1 have? That's right, 13. Now, let's look over here. Player 2. What's this number? 10. Very good. So we're going to keep counting from 10. 10, 11, 12. Player 2 has 12. So, player 1 had 13. Player 2 has 12. Who has more? If you said player 1, you're correct. 13 is one more than 12. So player 1 gets to collect all the cards. Oh, they don't want to work for Miss Hulsart. There we go. So player 1 gets to collect all the cards. And then you flip 4 more cards. So first, I'm going to go to player 1. Then I'm going to flip 2 cards for player 2. Friends, this is player 1, 10 plus 7. This is player 2, 6 plus 2. Do I even have to count? If you said no, you're correct. 10 and 7 are both numbers that are bigger than 6 or 2. If I add 6 and 2, 6, 7, 8, I still don't even get to 10. So player 1 has more, which you remember means we're going to give our cards to player 1. Then we're going to flip 4 more. Player 1 gets, Friends, let's flip that over because we're not using it. Player 1 has a 1 and a 6. What's 1 more than 6? 6. 7. Very good. Player 2 has a 5 and a 3. Let's count on from 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who has more? Player 2. That's right. Player 2 has 8. So we're going to give the cards to player 2. You are going to play this game a couple of times. There's no rules on how many times, but you're going to keep playing until you see who has more, player 1 or player 2, and you're going to give those cards, all the cards, to the person who has the larger total, who has more. Now, adults, if your child is having a very difficult time adding from the two numbers, you can have them play with one number and just practice comparing more or less. The idea is that they're adding the two numbers, but if this seems to be exceptionally difficult for your child, they can give each player one card, and still whoever has more would collect the cards. Alright friends, let's see the other things we're going to do today. So friends, your worksheet for today looks exactly like the game we're playing. It says double compare. Kim and Sam are playing double compare. Who has more. Circle the pair of cards that shows more. A pair of cards is 2. So here's Kim's cards, and here are Sam's cards. It says circle the pair of cards that has more, and then show how you know. Show how you know. That might be tricky. I want you to see. Now you have lots of tools to show how you know. You can use counters or bears, or you can use 10 frames. Sorry, you can use towers of 10 and cubes. You can use 10 frames. It's up to you, but you need to show me once you circle which pair of cards is more. You need to have some way to show how you know on the bottom. Now friends, the last thing you have is a video about counting on the number line. Now we've practiced and practiced counting with a number line, so I bet this won't be too tricky for you. First, you're going to watch the video, and then it says circle 2 numbers on the number line. Count forward from one number, then count back. So Miss Hulsar always used green and red, so I didn't get tricked. So if I circle this number in green and I circle this number in red. So here's what this looks like. It says first count forward. So I'm going to count this way. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You saw I moved my mouse. I hopped every time I counted. And I practiced counting forward from green to red. Now I'm going to practice counting back. We haven't gotten to do this a lot, but this is how this looks. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So the first time I went from green to red, the next time I counted backwards from red to green. Both times I used my cursor to practice hopping and point to each number as I said it. Remember friends, when you're all done with your work, you're going to press the check mark to turn the work into your teacher. Friends, our learning objective for today says students will be able to identify whether the number of objects in one group is greater than the number of objects in another group by using counting strategies. Now here's your criteria for success. How do you know you're doing a good job? 1. I counted on from the bigger number to get my total. So when you're flipping your 2 cards, you're picking which number is bigger and then counting on from there. Number 2. I put all of the cards in the collection box of the player with the larger total. So once I find out that player 1 has more than player 2, I'm going to put all the cards with player 1. Number 3. I used objects or numbers to show how I knew one pair of cards was greater than the other. This is on our worksheet with Kim and Sam. And number 4. I pointed to each number I said as I counted forwards and backwards on the number line. Just like Miss Hulsart makes hops, you're going to make hops when you're counting. Good luck, kindergartners. Have fun!